Hello, happy holidays. I have to show you this. This mug with the cute train and the candy cane was mine as a child. I remember being 4 or 5 and fighting over who got to sip hot cocoa out of it with my brother. And now that I'm older, it's so funny that I'm still drinking something warm, although this warm beverage is caffeinated, and I get to talk to you all about what's upcoming and definitely invite you into something for the new year. So, I know it's the holidays. I know it's very hard to wrap your head around what's going on in January. You have presents to shop for, you have holiday parties to get to, you have coordinating whose side of the family and probably driving several hours to see people. And it's a lot. It's not just expensive, but it's also kind of tough on the schedule and can even be stressful. So I feel you in that. I know that it's a busy time of year, but I want to thank you for taking the time to view this message from me. So in January, we know that a lot of people spend December being a little bit more relaxed about their health and fitness. They know a new year is right around the corner. They know that that will be the time that they get started. They know that they would just like to kind of relax over Christmas and spend time with family and not really worry about food choices or exercise. And that's all okay. We all do it. It's totally okay. So what I wanted to invite you into is thinking about a plan for the new year, for 2018. And I think that my plan is going to be great for everyone. So on January 8th, it is a Monday, January 8th, we are going to start a virtual challenge, a virtual boot camp called Start to Finish. And the intention of the group is to not just help you get started with your healthy living goals for New Year's, but to help you finish them. Because we know there's a huge difference between what we'd like to do in our head and having the best intentions and then actually following through and seeing those goals to the finish. And a lot of times the missing link is accountability, motivation, and having other people to check in with. So I know that when I used to go to the gym or run outside on my own, I was terrified of group exercise classes, let alone a virtual challenge group where people I might not know are seeing me post workouts and food. Like, that would have been a totally foreign thought for me. I thought I was fine doing things on my own. But then when I centered my personal goals with wellness into a group setting, I got better results than I imagined possible. And the best part, I was having fun. It didn't feel like a chore anymore. It didn't feel like something that I had to wake up and cross off the list. I actually really looked forward to it and enjoyed it and made great friends. So what I want you to think about is January 8th joining me in the Start to Finish challenge so that you can do the same, so that you can experience the power of accountability, so that you can benefit from the power of having a plan in place for your food and your workouts. Not just any plan, but a simple plan you can follow at home in 30 minutes or less. And then also just having the mindset shift that's going to come from some of the topics we talk about in this challenge. I got the idea from a book I read last month called Finished, and it just totally changed the way I thought about goals. And I think the tagline of the book was, if you're tired of starting over, you need to read this. And I was kind of like, yeah, that's me. I always have great intentions. I always write down my goals, but it's not very often, or it's not all the time, that I actually see them through to the finish line. So I wanted to take the tools I learned from that book and what I know about fitness and nutrition and accountability, and I wanted to merge them all together in a banging New Year's challenge that I hope you'll be a part of, because we are going to get results for 3 weeks. It's a 21-day group, and then we are going to make sure that you don't just get started right with your 2018 goals, but that you keep going and finish strong. It doesn't, if you start off the new year with some sort of crazy diet plan, some sort of crash diet, or working out twice a day, or trying to kill yourself to, burn those Christmas calories and start chipping away at that weight gain or whatever, you might have a successful January and lose 10 pounds, But that's going to be really hard to sustain into February, into March, into April. And before you know it, all that crash dieting has spun you out of control back into the same place you started. So what I would like you to do is think about joining a different way, a better way of approaching your goals, something that is not centered around being too strict or over the top or cutting out entire food groups, but something that is sustainable and effective and that will help you build a lifestyle that you love living long term. All right, I know I've chatted for quite a bit and my coffee is getting cold, so please respond to this video. Get in touch with me via email or Messenger on Facebook, and I would love to chat about how you can join us in the Start to Finish January Challenge.